Hi, welcome to BSBA 3310. I'm your professor, Dr. Amy Godfrey. I just thought I'd do this video to welcome you and to give you some tips on how to be successful in this class. First thing to be successful, get the book. This is the book. You need the book because this online class, you won't have me in front of you lecturing. You're going to have to do some of this on your own. So you definitely need the book. I suggest for every chapter that we do that you read the chapter at least twice. Read it the first time, see what it's all about, review the PowerPoints that I'll provide for you, and then read the chapter again. Take notes on it. Put page numbers down. Learn the material. In fact, if you're not real sure about it, read it a third time. I know, unheard of, but read it a third time, and so you can understand the material. Statistics is hard, and without having it in class, it could be even harder. So please, please, please get the book, read the book. All the class is on Moodle. So what you're going to be doing each week, you're going to have a chapter or two that you're going to have to read. You're going to have to look at the PowerPoints, and then you're going to have a quiz. The quiz is going to be about 5 questions long. It'll be worth 10 points max, and it's just going to be multiple choice questions, but it's for me to gauge to see if you're understanding the material that is in that chapter. Most of everything in this class is going to be Excel based, so that's tip number 2, is to make sure you have Excel and get real familiar with it. Your book is going to give you step-by-step instructions on how to do it. Now, it does that for Microsoft Excel 2010, I do believe. If you have a different version and you're not understanding how to do things, please let me know and I will give you instructions on whatever version you have, okay? So, have to have the book, have to be familiar with Excel. Most of the people that has had statistics, especially here at Fairmont State, they haven't really used Excel all that much for the class. I'm changing that, and we're going to make it where instead of sitting down and doing maybe a probability or a standard deviation by hand, you're going to have to do it in Excel because that's what you're going to do in the real world. So that's tip number 2, no Excel. We're going to use it every single chapter. So how's this class structured? I already mentioned the quizzes. You're going to have a quiz for every chapter. So it's going to be 5 questions, multiple choice. You're going to have to complete each week's quiz by midnight on Sunday. Then everything opens on the Monday. You have a whole week until midnight on Sunday to complete everything. Then you may have a homework. If you have a homework, that's also going to be due on midnight on Sundays. If it is a test week, then look at the schedule, check out the syllabus, look at the schedule. If it's a test week, that's all you're going to have is the test. And the test is going to be in 2 parts. The first part is going to be 50 questions, multiple choice, really similar to the questions that you're going to have on the quizzes for each chapter. You're going to have a test. It's going to be on 2 or 3 chapters, and it's going to be 50 questions, multiple choice. You'll have 3 hours to complete that test. It'll be worth 50 points, so each question's worth 1 point. Then you'll also have part 2 of the test, which is where I'm going to have you actually go. You'll have a file that you're going to have to open in Excel, and you're going to have to do maybe a chart or a graph. You may have to run a regression later on in the semester. You're going to have to do some work to it. That's the second part of the test. That part, the Excel file, will be also worth 50 points, and it will be due the same time the test will be due, which is midnight of the Sunday of that week. So that's how the class is structured. You'll have, for every chapter, you'll have the PowerPoints. You'll have, because of how this book is set up, you'll have what they call skill builders. So like as you're reading through the chapter, it'll say skill builder lesson number 1, and it will give you what you need to do. I will provide all those Excel files so you can do them, as well as the answers to all of those so you can see if you're doing it correctly. So by the time you get to the test, you'll know how to, say, make a column chart or run a regression or do a probability. You'll be able to do that because you've practiced, hopefully, in the chapter doing the skill builder exercises. So I have the PowerPoint, I have the skill builder Excel files with their answers. I will also try to do some more videos to help explain more of what's going on. This class is all online, so you're never going to need to meet me. But if you need to, I'm available. All you have to do, shoot me an email. If I can't answer an email or you'd rather me meet you in person, we'll set up an appointment. You can come see me. We'll figure it out. Just because you're on an online class does not mean that you can't come see me and figure out how to do this. It's an online class though. So, the time you would normally spend in the classroom listening to the professor, like me, lecture, you need to spend that time working on this class. This class is going to be difficult. It's statistics online. It's going to be difficult. Take the time out to work on this class. If you have any questions, let me know, and have a good semester.